Imagine waking up at 90, 95, even 100 years old, and feeling the same spark of energy you had in your 30s. Your mind is sharp, your body is strong, and instead of worrying about pills, hospitals, and doctor visits, you're planning your next adventure, laughing with your family, and living fully. This isn't a fantasy, it's a possibility that science is showing us more clearly every single day. The truth is, aging doesn't have to mean disease, suffering, or decline. Most people think getting older is a slow march toward losing independence, vitality, and joy. They expect arthritis, heart disease, memory loss, or even cancer as if it's inevitable, but it doesn't have to be. You are not powerless, and your future is not already written. Right now, inside your body, there is a constant battle taking place. Tiny cellular warriors working around the clock to repair damage, destroy dangerous invaders, and keep you alive. Every heartbeat pumps nutrients to your cells. Every breath fuels the chemistry of life, and every decision you make, what you eat, how you move, what you think about, is either supporting those defenders or slowing them down. The beautiful truth is, your body has an incredible ability to heal itself when given the right tools. Science has uncovered the keys to not just living longer, but living better. Imagine your arteries staying open and flexible, delivering blood like a brand new highway system. Imagine your immune system staying strong enough to destroy abnormal cells before they can ever turn into a tumor. Imagine your brain building new connections, keeping your memory crystal clear and your mood stable. These are not miracles reserved for a lucky few. These are biological processes you can activate, starting today. What's exciting is that the choices you make right now, this very moment, can rewrite your health destiny. With every bite of food, you are giving your body information. You're telling it either to grow stronger or to grow weaker. You're either fueling health or fueling disease. And the good news is, even small changes can make a big difference. The research is so compelling that people who adopt certain simple habits can add not just years to their life, but life to their years. So if you've ever wondered whether it's possible to live past 80, 90, or even 100 with a strong body, a sharp mind, and a joyful spirit, the answer is yes. You are about to discover how to work with your body instead of against it. In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal 5 science-backed secrets that can help you stay vibrant, fight disease naturally, and extend your healthy years. This is your roadmap to not just more time, but better time. Time you can truly enjoy. One of the most powerful secrets to living a long, healthy life begins with your blood vessels, those delicate highways that deliver oxygen and nutrients to every organ, every muscle, every cell. Your blood vessels are literally the lifelines of your body, and when they stay young and flexible, everything else in your body works better. Your heart pumps more efficiently, your brain stays sharp, your skin glows, and even your immune system gets a boost. But when blood vessels become stiff or clogged, when circulation slows down, that's when disease begins to take root. Heart disease, strokes, memory loss, these are not random events. They often start with the slow damage to the lining of your blood vessels over years. The exciting news is that you can actually protect and even rejuvenate your blood vessels by eating the right foods. And one of the most powerful weapons you have are polyphenols. Polyphenols are natural compounds found in plants that act like guardians for your arteries. When you eat foods rich in polyphenols, you're literally feeding your endothelium, the thin, miraculous layer of cells that lines your blood vessels and keeps them healthy. This endothelium is responsible for producing nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes your blood vessels and keeps them open, allowing blood to flow smoothly. When nitric oxide levels are high, blood pressure goes down, circulation improves, and your organs receive more of the fuel they need to thrive. But when this system breaks down, when the endothelium gets damaged by smoking, stress, poor diet, or aging, nitric oxide production drops and blood vessels begin to harden. That's when problems like high blood pressure and heart disease start to appear. The amazing thing is how quickly polyphenol-rich foods can make a difference. In one study, people who ate blueberries every day for just 8 weeks experienced measurable improvements in their blood vessel function. Green tea, another polyphenol powerhouse, has been shown to reduce the risk of heart disease by improving blood flow. And dark chocolate, yes, chocolate, when it's high in cocoa and low in sugar, can actually increase nitric oxide and relax blood vessels. These are simple, delicious foods that are within your reach every single day. So picture this. You start your morning with a cup of green tea, enjoy a handful of blueberries as a mid-morning snack, and later treat yourself to a square or two of dark chocolate. With every bite and sip, you're literally telling your blood vessels to stay young, to stay flexible, to keep doing their job. You're creating a body where oxygen flows freely, where your brain stays sharp, where your heart works with ease. This is how you take charge of your circulation and create a foundation for long, healthy living. And once your blood vessels are working for you, you can move to the next step, supporting the systems that keep your body clean and free from internal toxins before they do any damage. Your body is not defenseless. Right now, deep within every cell, you have a built-in detox system, a complex network of genes and enzymes whose job is to neutralize toxins, repair damage, and keep you safe from harm. But like an army, this system needs to be activated and supported to function at its best. One of the most powerful ways to do that is by eating cruciferous vegetables. These vegetables, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, kale, bok choy, are not just ordinary greens on your plate. They are biochemical powerhouses that send signals to your genes, flipping on switches that ramp up your natural defenses. Inside these vegetables are special compounds called glucosinolates. When you chew and digest them, your body transforms these compounds into molecules like sulforaphane and indole-3-carbinol, natural chemicals that activate detoxification pathways in your liver and other organs. This means your body becomes more efficient at capturing harmful substances and escorting them safely out of your system before they can do any damage. Imagine your cells turning on tiny shields, disarming free radicals that would otherwise harm your DNA, proteins, and tissues. That's what cruciferous vegetables do for you. They give your cells a fighting chance. The benefits don't stop there. These compounds also have a direct effect on inflammation, one of the root causes of aging and chronic disease. Studies have shown that people who eat cruciferous vegetables regularly have lower levels of inflammatory markers in their blood. This translates into a lower risk of heart disease, lower risk of diabetes, and even a lower risk of certain cancers. In fact, research has found that sulforaphane can actually switch on tumor suppressor genes that stop cancer cells from growing. Your plate becomes your own personalized medicine, working silently, meal after meal, to keep you healthy. And the beauty of these foods is that they are incredibly versatile. You can steam broccoli until it's tender, toss cauliflower into a stir-fry, roast Brussels sprouts with a little olive oil until they caramelize, or add shredded kale to a salad. The key is consistency. The more often you include these vegetables in your diet, the stronger your body's defense system becomes. Even a single serving can make a measurable difference in your blood within hours. So think of every bite of broccoli or cauliflower as another layer of armor being placed around your cells. You are creating an internal environment where toxins don't linger, where dangerous compounds are disarmed before they can harm you. This is how you give your body the gift of resilience. And once your detox system is fully engaged, the next step is to go even deeper, learning how to prevent dangerous cells from ever getting the chance to grow by cutting off the very lifeline they depend on. Deep inside your body, an invisible process is happening every day, the growth of tiny new blood vessels. This process is called angiogenesis, and it's one of the most remarkable systems nature has designed. It helps heal wounds, repair tissues, and restore blood flow where it's needed most. Without angiogenesis, a simple cut wouldn't heal. But like any powerful system, when it becomes unbalanced, it can turn against you. Too much angiogenesis can actually feed dangerous diseases. Cancer cells, for example, cannot grow larger than the head of a pin without recruiting their own blood supply. Once they hijack angiogenesis and build tiny pipelines to feed themselves, they can grow, spread, and become life-threatening. The incredible discovery is that you can actually help keep this process in balance simply by choosing the right foods. Certain natural compounds found in everyday foods can act like precision tools, cutting off the blood supply that abnormal cells depend on. These are known as anti-angiogenic foods, and they work by targeting the very lifeline that disease tries to build. Tomatoes are one of the most powerful examples. When cooked, they release lycopene, a compound shown to reduce abnormal blood vessel growth. Green tea contains catechins, which have been studied for their ability to stop tumors from growing their own blood vessels. Strawberries, blueberries, and blackberries are rich in natural chemicals that perform the same function, creating an internal environment where dangerous cells struggle to survive. What's fascinating is that these foods don't just shut down harmful blood vessel growth, they support healthy angiogenesis where it's needed. This means they don't interfere with wound healing or normal body processes. Instead, they bring your body back into balance, like tuning a musical instrument so it plays perfectly. Scientists have even observed that people who regularly eat anti-angiogenic foods have lower rates of certain cancers and a reduced risk of vision loss from diseases like macular degeneration, which are also driven by abnormal blood vessel growth. Imagine what happens when you make these foods part of your daily routine. A bowl of tomato soup, a handful of fresh berries, a cup of green tea. Each one acts like a gentle signal to your body, guiding it to protect you from within. Over time, you're creating a biological shield that works silently but powerfully, reducing the chances that disease ever gains a foothold. This is not about living in fear. It's about using food as a tool to tip the odds in your favor. By harnessing the power of anti-angiogenic foods, you're quite literally starving disease at its root before it has a chance to grow. And once you've strengthened this line of defense, the next step is to go to the very core of your health, your gut, and discover how the trillions of microbes living there can become your greatest allies for longevity. Inside you, there is a hidden world that is shaping almost every aspect of your health. It's your gut microbiome, a vast community of trillions of bacteria, viruses, and fungi living in harmony inside your intestines. Far from being harmful, most of these microbes are actually working for you, acting as chemical factories that produce vitamins, regulate your immune system, balance your hormones, and even influence your mood. The health of this inner ecosystem can determine whether you feel vibrant and strong or sluggish and inflamed. When your gut microbiome is diverse and balanced, it protects you like an invisible shield, keeping harmful bacteria under control and helping your body recognize and fight off disease. But when it becomes imbalanced, a state scientists call dysbiosis, inflammation rises, digestion suffers, your immune defenses weaken, and you become more vulnerable to chronic diseases, from diabetes and obesity to autoimmune disorders and even cognitive decline. The good news is, you have the power to shape your gut microbiome every single day through the food you eat. Fiber is one of the most important nutrients for your gut bacteria. Think of it as fuel for the good microbes. When you eat fiber-rich foods like beans, lentils, whole grains, apples, and leafy greens, your gut bacteria ferment that fiber and produce short-chain fatty acids, powerful compounds that heal the gut lining, reduce inflammation, and even lower the risk of colon cancer. It's like feeding your own personal army so they can defend you better. Fermented foods are another key to building a thriving microbiome. Yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and miso are filled with live beneficial bacteria that add to your gut's diversity and improve its resilience. Studies have shown that people who eat fermented foods daily have lower levels of inflammatory markers in their blood and a healthier immune response overall. These foods are like reinforcements, strengthening the ranks of your inner ecosystem. Even small changes can make a huge difference. Just adding an extra serving of vegetables to your meals, swapping processed snacks for fruit, or including a spoonful of sauerkraut or a glass of kefir can begin to tip the balance in your favor. Over time, these choices create a healthier environment inside you, one where your metabolism works efficiently, your brain receives the nutrients it needs to stay sharp, and your immune system is constantly on alert for any sign of trouble. When you care for your microbiome, you are investing in your long-term vitality. You're creating a foundation for better digestion, stronger immunity, improved mood, and even better sleep. And once your gut is supporting you, there's one more secret that can amplify everything. Something that goes beyond food and science, tapping into the very reason you wake up in the morning and the connections that keep your heart full. While food, circulation, and gut health are crucial for longevity, there is another dimension to living to 100 that is just as important: the health of your mind, your heart, and your spirit. Science shows us that people who live the longest, healthiest lives share something in common. They have a deep sense of purpose and strong, meaningful connections with others. Purpose is like fuel for your life. It gives you a reason to get up in the morning, a reason to keep moving, a reason to keep learning and growing. When you know why you're here and what you're living for, it can literally change your biology. Studies reveal that people with a strong sense of purpose have lower levels of stress hormones, better immune function, and even a reduced risk of heart disease and premature death. Purpose acts like a compass, pointing you toward the choices that keep you thriving. Connection is equally powerful. Human beings are wired for relationships. When you laugh with friends, hug someone you love, or spend time with your family, your body releases oxytocin, the so-called bonding hormone, which lowers blood pressure, calms anxiety, and strengthens your heart. Social isolation, on the other hand, has been shown to be as harmful as smoking or obesity, increasing the risk of early death. That's why in some of the longest-lived communities in the world, people don't just eat well, they stay deeply involved with their families, neighbors, and communities throughout their lives. Creating this kind of connection doesn't always require huge changes. It can be as simple as sharing meals with loved ones, calling an old friend, volunteering, or joining a group that aligns with your interests. Every time you connect with someone, you are not just feeding your soul, you are also strengthening your immune system, reducing inflammation, and boosting the resilience of your body. And when connection is paired with purpose, the benefits multiply. Your brain stays more engaged, your mood stays more balanced, and your desire to stay active and healthy increases naturally because you have something to live for. Even in challenging seasons of life, cultivating gratitude and focusing on what gives you meaning can reframe your outlook and protect your health. Something as simple as writing down what you're grateful for each day has been shown to improve sleep, reduce stress, and boost overall well-being. Purpose and connection remind you that longevity isn't just about adding more years to your life, it's about adding more life to your years, filling them with joy, love, and meaning. And when you combine this powerful mindset with everything you've already learned about food, circulation, detoxification, and gut health, you have a complete roadmap for creating a body and mind that are ready to thrive for decades to come. You've just unlocked 5 of the most powerful secrets science has ever revealed about living longer, staying healthy, and thriving well into your later years. But here's the truth. Knowledge alone doesn't change your life. Action does. Right now, you have a choice. You can let this moment pass, go back to the same habits, and hope things turn out differently. Or you can take what you've learned and begin reshaping your future, one small, intentional step at a time. The future of your health is not something that just happens to you, it's something you build. Every meal you eat, every decision you make, every relationship you nurture becomes part of the foundation of the life you are creating. This is not about overhauling everything overnight, it's about starting small, because small steps compound into big results. Add a handful of berries to your breakfast tomorrow morning. Brew a cup of green tea in the afternoon instead of reaching for a soda. Steam some broccoli or toss Brussels sprouts in the oven tonight. Take a short walk after dinner to help your blood vessels stay flexible. Call someone you love and share a moment of laughter. Every one of these actions is like making a deposit into your health bank account, and those deposits pay off not just today, but years from now.